The zodiac is actually a fertility wheel. It has nothing to do with you or me personally. It is just a guide or tool for farming. I realized something amazing a few years ago. I was the first to realize that the zodiac turns into a fertility wheel or perpetual farmer's almanac with the correct alignment and impactful adjustments. It is amazing. You first need to align your zodiac correctly using the solstices or equinoxes. So our start and end of month is on the 22nd and 21st. Once we agree the symbols must be assigned to those exact months, you will see my new perspective on the signs. You can only use one animal to represent farming and agriculture to people who may or may not know your language. The scales once represented the equinox, the balance of light and day, and aligning the scales to the spring equinox is easy. When you do that, the magic begins. I have now removed the scales and replaced them with a second cow symbol. It is one of the two essential times of the year to plant wheat and the peak of their two mating times. It will make more sense to farmers and people who grow wheat. Maybe it was the original symbol. This depiction highlights the natural reproduction cycle and animals' peak mating times. Here are just the fundamental basics of fertility. Here it shows humans' mating and birthing time span of 9 months. Here it acknowledges the natural timing of common seasonal breeding animals at their peak of fertility. Seasonal breeders are cows, dogs, horses, lizards, pigs, sheep, goats, and cats. This holds valuable knowledge about ancient farming that works in any epoch. Horses are long-day breeders. Goats are short-day breeders. Cows breed after the equinoxes. Lions' birth peaks have been observed in Kruger, February-April, and Serengeti, March-July, and subtracting the 110-day gestation period, January through February, seems correct even today. Here are the peak times to plant wheat. Represented by cattle symbols, they plow and fertilize the land. Those two times are the best times to mate your cattle as well, and that is amazing. Most farmers prefer spring. Comment if you think it should be October. It shows the man in June to represent the time of wheat and barley harvest. The wheel shows the most common time for a flash flood. Remember, water is life. Water brings fertility to the land. They still celebrate the flood every year in Egypt on August 15th. It reminds people to fish for extra food in late summer because it could be a long winter. Smoking and salting fish helps feed people in winter, and unused fish parts make a great fertilizer. Late summer is the primary time to fish for many common fish species. The primary season for all crab species is October to January, when they are often at their largest and populations are highest after spawning. Crab even makes an excellent fertilizer. The scorpion's mating time begins in late spring. There are over 20 venomous scorpions in the Fertile Crescent that can harm or kill you. The spiny-tailed lizard, or the fish of the desert, is represented where the goat fish was in the early zodiacs. A fitting name for this seasonal breeder is that they still hunt during summer. They used the animal for meat and medicine thousands of years ago, and it is still being used today for the same reasons. Here are the 3 biggest dangers for the area. Any of these could kill you while you are sleeping. Cats and scorpions are nocturnal creatures. 10 unique messages of nature that are still true today. A farmer could use this today once he aligned it with the sun. These are fundamental aspects of life and essential information for understanding and embracing the intricacies of human existence. As you see, every symbol must be in its spot, and each symbol has one or more important messages. Please watch my other videos for a more in-depth explanation of everything shared here. Go to fertilitywheel.com for more information. Please like and subscribe. Please share this information with people. It may help in the future. Now, properly aligned, the zodiac becomes the fertility wheel and a valuable resource for comprehending the optimal timing for animal breeding, fishing, and basic farming techniques for growing crops, all in service to the survival of our human species. This information is critical for the survival and prosperity of any budding civilization. It also shows the optimum time to plant and harvest wheat and the possible dangers one might encounter through the seasons.